The foldable smartphone market is in its infancy, and tech companies are still trying to get a sense of what form factor might actually stick. As of now, the choices are limited, with big players like Samsung, Huawei and Motorola having settled on two form factors: foldable and flippable. However, Oppo has decided to challenge the existing status quo by developing a working prototype that offers not a foldable display, but rather a rollable one. Hey guys, what's up? I'm Sahil, you're watching the EJ Tech Show, and today I'm going to talk about my brief experience with the new Oppo X 2021 rollable phone. As always, if you end up liking this video, please do feel free to give it a thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any future content. Now, being a concept device means that the Oppo X 2021 isn't quite ready for prime time. In fact, I'm only aware of a few specifications, which include a Snapdragon 865 processor and a 4000 mAh battery. But that being said, I'm still very excited to get my hands on something that could prove to be a viable alternative to foldables. The idea here is relatively straightforward. A conventional 6.7-inch smartphone transforms into a slightly bigger 7.4-inch tablet that offers extra screen real estate for gaming, reading, watching movies, and even for using the camera app. Unlike the Samsung Galaxy Fold 2 or Huawei Mate X2, the Oppo X 2021 doesn't have a foldable design, but instead offers a dynamic sliding frame as it extends and retracts smoothly with no hard folding involved. I think it goes without saying that the extendable screen feature is the best thing about this phone. Oppo has seamlessly combined the smartphone and tablet experience better than most foldable phones I've tested to date. The company also says that the phone is durable enough to withstand 100,000 expansions and retractions, which roughly translates into 3 years of heavy use. However, at this stage, it's hard to say if these figures will actually stand true in the real world. Anyway, a simple double click of the power button or a swipe up gesture will expand the screen, and another double click or swipe down retracts it. It's a pretty nifty trick, so naturally there's a lot going on inside the phone to make this possible. The actual sliding movement is powered by a pair of electric motors which push and pull the two halves of the body with even force. You can actually hear the motors making a loud noise as the phone scrolls. Meanwhile, the screen itself rolls around the left-hand side of the phone, curving around a 6.8mm axis. I was pleasantly surprised by how tough the screen felt, which is mainly thanks to the 2-in-1 plate found underneath. They basically slot together to support the display and prevent it from collapsing inward. Moving on to the rear panel, and you'll notice an angular line in between, which reveals the inner plate when the smartphone is expanded. There's also a triple camera setup at the back, which includes a 48-megapixel primary sensor and 2 TOF sensors for better depth. Here's a few camera samples taken with the rear camera. The display used over here is a plastic OLED one like you'll find on most foldable devices, but it looks really vibrant and supports both QHD+ resolution and a buttery smooth 120Hz high refresh rate. There is a slight crease on the left part of the display, but it's only visible under harsh lighting conditions. Otherwise, it's barely noticeable. More importantly, you can see the content on the display being adjusted on the go as the front panel resizes itself. You start with a roughly 19.5:9 display and end up with a nearly 4:3 aspect ratio screen. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that the Oppo X 2021 is a productivity powerhouse, but it nicely doubles up as a small tablet like an iPad mini. Despite a lot of positives, the Oppo X 2021 is still a work in progress, and there's always room for improvement. For starters, there's no selfie camera, and the volume buttons are missing as well for some reason. Even on a prototype device like this one, I expect these obvious features to exist. The phone is also both thick and bulky, mostly due to the dual electric motors. In fact, those motors eat into the battery life very quickly. More annoying is perhaps the fact that the power button used to activate the rolling mechanism is quite temperamental. Any accidental swipe on my part would cause the phone to unfurl unintentionally. There's also always the chance that dust particles or small debris could get stuck in the slight gap between the plates at the back. Lastly, there's the question of software. The X2021 concept is powered by Oppo's Color OS, and while the user interface has been tailored to handle the sliding form factor, it still feels very much first generation. Look, this phone represents one of the biggest advancements in rollable technology, even though it requires some more fine-tuning from Oppo's end. Also, I can't say for certain when or even if the handset will be launched commercially, but as far as proof of concept goes, Oppo may potentially have a game changer on its hands with the X2021. So in addition to the rollable phone, Oppo has also sent me 3 very fast chargers to try out. A 50-watt mini super VOOC charger, a 65-watt wireless air VOOC charger, and wait for it, a 125-watt flash charger which can charge a 4000 mAh battery up to 41% in 5 minutes and fully charge it in 20 minutes at the fastest rate. Meanwhile, the 65-watt wireless charger can fully charge a 4000 mAh battery in 30 minutes, and the 50-watt mini super VOOC charger does the job in exactly an hour. So some very fast charging tech over there, and also an equally impressive rollable phone from Oppo. Let me know what you guys think about all these devices in the comment section. I'll catch you guys in the next one, but don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any future content.